Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Magic with Food. Today let's discuss something on diabetes. Diabetes is a disorder which occurs due to the changes in carbohydrate metabolism. These changes occur due to the ineffectiveness or deficiency of the hormone insulin. When we look into the prevalence of diabetes, India ranks second and South India stands first. What are the different types of diabetes we have? Type 1 diabetes or insulin dependent diabetes. Type 2 diabetes or non-insulin diabetes. We also have gestational diabetes. Now, type 1 diabetes, as the name itself says, insulin dependent. This is seen among the children and it is also called as juvenile diabetes. Type 2 diabetes, this is seen among the people after 30 years. Now, they are non-insulin dependents. Now, what are the common signs and symptoms we do see in type 1 and type 2 diabetes? Usually, the metabolism becomes slow, increased hunger, increased thirst, increased urination or frequent urination, blurred vision, mood changes, and wounds are not healed quickly. In this disorder, not only the medicine, diet and physical activity plays an important role. This is because the blood sugar or the glucose level in the blood is influenced by the food what we take in. Now, what are the points to be considered while planning a menu or a diet for a diabetic patient? It includes the glycemic index, the protein, the fiber, the quantity and quality of carbohydrate, the fat, as well as the cooking and the processing techniques of the food. In a diabetic diet, a glycemic index plays a vital role. Glycemic index is a measure of how quickly a carbohydrate in a particular food is converted into glucose or energy. Every food contains carbohydrate. Each food has different glycemic index. The measure ranks food on a scale of 0 to 100. Glycemic index values are generally divided into three categories: low glycemic index foods, medium glycemic index foods, high glycemic index foods. Under low glycemic index food, the value is between 0 to 55. They are digested slowly and absorbed slowly and hence do not release the sugars immediately into the blood. They are diabetic friendly. They control sugars. They are insulin resistant. They also control cholesterol. Now, coming to the foods, what are included under low glycemic index? Whole grains, barley, oats, millets. Under the fruits, we have apple, kiwi, pear, guava, and peach. Dals and legumes, all vegetables except root vegetables. Coming to medium glycemic index, the value ranges from 56 to 69. The foods which are included under this are brown rice, whole wheat, raw banana, papaya, etc. Now, high glycemic index. High glycemic index value ranges from 70 and above. These foods are digested and absorbed easily, hence, they raise blood sugars rapidly. They are not diabetic friendly. They tend to cause hunger and lead to increase in food intake and causes weight gain and obesity. Now coming to what are the foods that are under high glycemic index. White rice, all kinds of rava, maida, processed foods and bakery foods like pasta, pastries, cookies, burgers and pizzas, which spike the sugars instantly. Sugars, honey, jaggery, carbonated drinks, and all types of fruit juices are included under high glycemic index. Among the fruits, we have ripe banana, custard apple, chiku, dry fruits like dates, figs, and raisins. All underground vegetables have high glycemic index. Proteins. Proteins are essential for blood sugar control. It helps slow digestion and prevents post-meal blood sugar spike, as well as increases the feeling of fullness. It may prevent overeating, promote excess body fat loss. Now, what are the animal proteins that can be taken? It includes lean meat, egg, fish, and chicken. Coming to plant proteins, pulses helps in the management of blood sugar levels owing to their low glycemic index and high fiber content. Along with it, the nuts and seeds also play a vital role. Replacing carbohydrates and saturated fats with healthy fats such as polyunsaturated fats lowers blood sugar levels and improves insulin. Walnuts, sunflower seeds, soybean, flax seeds, fish can be taken in place of refined grains, starch, sugars, and animal fats. Wise selection of carbohydrate plays a vital role in controlling the blood sugar by the diabetics. Now, quantity and quality of carbohydrate plays a vital role. Quantity. Now, how much to be taken? Around 200 to 225 grams of carbohydrate per day will help in controlling the blood sugar as well as controlling the weight. Now, coming to the quality of carbohydrate. Now, carbohydrates are classified into two: simple and complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates are those which do not have fiber, they spike blood sugar. This includes jams, jellies, sugars, honey, jaggery, etc. Complex carbohydrates are those which have fiber, take longer time for digestion, hence they control sugars. Example, whole grains. Role of fiber in people with diabetes. Fiber, particularly soluble fiber, can slow the absorption of sugars and help to improve blood sugar levels. It also helps to control cholesterol. Example: oats, barley, fruits, vegetables, nuts, pulses, lentils. Almost all these foods have low glycemic index. Cooking and processing techniques. Raw foods and foods which are quickly cooked has low GI. For example, fruits, sprouts, roasting of chapatis, steamed food has low GI. The foods which are processed for a longer time has high glycemic index when compared to the unprocessed foods. For example, extracting juice. Again, a processing of fruits to extract juice will have more glycemic index. White bread has more GI when compared to whole grain bread. To keep the blood sugar levels in a consistent manner, it's better to have small frequent meals rather than having 3 big meals. Otherwise, there are other 3 methods called the plate method or the counting carbohydrates or medical nutritional therapy. Of these 3, the plate method is the best and it can be followed very easily. A diabetic plate method is the easiest way to create a healthy meal that can help to manage blood sugar. With this, we can create a perfectly portioned meal, healthy balance of vegetables, protein and carbohydrate. It does not need any weighing or measuring tool. The size of the plate determines the size of the portion. It's recommended to have a plate of 9 inches across. The whole plate is divided into 3 parts. Half of the plate, 1/4 and 1/4. Half of the plate is completely filled with non-starchy vegetables. These are low in carbohydrate and low in glycemic index value, hence the sugars are well maintained. These vegetables are not only rich in vitamins and minerals, they are also rich in fiber. This helps again to control the blood sugar. Under the diabetic plate, fill 1/4 of the plate with proteins. It can be either animal protein or plant protein. Now, animal protein include fish, chicken and lean meat, cheese as well as milk and milk products. Now coming to plant-based protein, you can include legumes or pulses, nuts, seeds, sprouts, soybean, etc. These proteins, plant-based proteins, are not only rich in protein but also they are rich in fiber. Fill remaining 1/4 of the diabetic plate with carbohydrate foods. Include all the starchy vegetables like potatoes and all the cereal grains, millets and all the flours. You can include vermicelli and also all types of ravas. Now, this will definitely keep the blood sugars from raising too high after a meal. Size of the plate determines the size of the portion. Now, this is a plate with 9 inches across. Now let's serve the food. Now this is the whole meal for a portion of the day. Now let's look into it. First, the water. Water plays an important role in a diet. Now here I have taken plain water with 10 grams of fenugreek powder. Fenugreek powder plays an important role in controlling the sugar levels. Now you can have buttermilk with fenugreek powder or unsweetened coffee or tea. Please avoid all the carbonated beverages or fruit juices because they spike the blood sugar levels. Now, coming to the diabetic plate, as we do remember, half of the plate should be filled up with vegetables, that is, non-starchy vegetables, because they control the blood sugars. Their glycemic index is low. Now, here I have bitter gourd, brinjal and tomato salad. Now, coming to the next, that is the protein. 1/4 of the portion should be filled up with protein. I have cooked dal with greens and chana, boiled chana for the protein. Next, 1/4 of the plate should be filled with carbohydrate. It can be the starchy vegetables or red rice or wheat chapatis or millets or ragi ball. Anything can be taken. Now here I have 1/4 portion filled up with cooked white rice. Now white rice is again have a problem where it increases the blood sugar level. So the dal, the vegetables will help to keep the blood sugar levels low, that is medium to low. So I have mixed 2 low glycemic foods with 1 glycemic food so that you will have the medium glycemic food value. Clever eating plays a vital role in controlling the blood sugars. At least 1 low glycemic index food should be included in each meal. Limit refined and processed bakery foods. Vegetables and fruits have low glycemic index. They have fiber and control sugars. Not only that, they are loaded with minerals and vitamins, and hence it should be taken during the mid-morning. High glycemic foods should combine with low glycemic food and taken so that the glycemic index value of the food is medium, hence it will control the blood sugars. Time of the food as well as the medicine intake should be same on all days. Quantity and quality of food should be maintained. Include more protein, right amount of fat, lots of vegetables and seasonal fruits. Decrease the carbohydrate intake. Late hours of eating and full meal in the night should be avoided to see or to control the blood sugars. Exercise plays an important role in controlling the blood sugars. It can be in the form of walking twice in a day for a half an hour, or after every meal 20 minutes of walking is recommended. Swimming can also be done. Good muscle building exercises are to be done Otherwise, muscles will be converted to fat. At least 3 times in a week, muscle building exercises are recommended. Along with it, yoga, meditation also helps in removing stress because stress leads to increase in the blood sugar. Awareness and seriousness of the disease should be felt. Otherwise, it leads to elevated blood sugar levels and it can cause quite a few health problems such as heart disease or stroke, kidney related problems or nephrology, problems with eyesight called retinopathy, nerve damage or neuropathy, foot damage, hearing impairment, dementia, depression, etc.